Hey everybody, Kevin Smith back with more Tesla Vision Model Y.
Hey y'all, wanted to give you some feedback on how it's going with the latest Pure Vision build, 2021.4.21.3. We received it a few days ago. I've been doing testing on various environments when we've had time. We've done our in-town testing, our freeway testing, rural highway testing, day and night, with some interesting results, some good, some bad. Kind of save the bad for the end, I guess. Overall, it's gone really well. There's noticeable improvements in the object recognition at distances, and that trickles down. You see improvements in the auto high beams. You see improvements in the stopping distance smoothness. It was already really, really smooth for kind of anticipated stops, but for any unexpected stops, it could get pretty sudden, kind of scary a little bit. As far as people behind you, you were going to stop, it wasn't be a problem, but people behind you, they didn't like it very much. So that's been smoothed out quite a bit. I think that's possibly just a side effect of the improved object recognition for the Vision. That's been really, really nice. Overall, it's been a good experience. On the highway, it's been really good. Where I've seen some challenges, lane changes, auto lane changes. On the freeway interstate system, it's really nice. It does a good job, especially with the better object recognition at distance. It does a good job navigating around kind of the traffic based on your settings. But where I have unexplained difficulties, seems like a regression, something I've never had problems with before, are lane changes on divided highways and such, where there's two lanes here and I just want to change over to the other lane, and I'll change in an area where it's allowed. Don't ask me why it's not allowed in more areas. There's so many undivided highways, but it's very clear the lanes are what they are. You got cars going by you, it knows that's a lane in the proper direction, all that, but it won't let you change. I don't know why that limit is still in place. I know why it was in place a long time ago, but now it seems about as silly as confirmations of green lights. That stuff's done. Let it fly. But anyway, I don't want to digress too far. So the lane changes, I've had more aborted lane changes and some kind of a new behavior, these halfway kind of hesitation lane changes. It'll start the lane change and then get about halfway, and then it feels like it's about to abort, so it kind of swerves back just a little bit, but then decides, yes, I can complete this lane change, and then it'll continue. That's a very uncomfortable feeling. Not quite as uncomfortable as when it swerves back to an aborted lane change. They're both undesirable, but these are happening in situations where I don't know where the uncertainty is coming from. The lane changes are pretty clear, evident situations. There's no obstructions. There's no apparent visibility concerns. But it just I want to change lanes, and then all of a sudden it has unexpected difficulties. I've seen an increase in those, significant increase in those, and that's been kind of a strange oddity. The other issue is I do not know how to explain it. It hasn't happened before, but I have a perfect example of it. It's our Highway 96 test that we always do. That's our kind of rural highway. It's a nice test. Back with the radar car, I used to get a lot of sudden phantom brakes every time through, a lot of problems. The early Vision builds did okay. The later Vision builds did great on going down during the day and the evening, no problems. I was really proud of them conquering that Highway 96 run. But now this particular build ran into a bit of an issue. During the 25-minute drive, it had 7 forward collision warnings. It didn't slam on the brakes. It didn't even, in most cases, put up any indication or warning on the screen whatsoever. We just had the audible alert. I'll show them to you. very strange situation. I don't know how they were introduced. Overall, the drive was improved even, the actual experience. If you mute the audio on those forward collision warnings, it was a great drive. But I don't know where those came from or why they weren't there before. It's clearly related, to just visibility and darkness at night. It's seeing something, and then it's canceling soon enough. It figures out there's not something there, but it's not canceling that audio. The audio still comes through. Everything else doesn't render anything, doesn't show any notice. Just the alarm audio still plays. So possibly just a bug they need to fix. Possibly something stronger that's going to be harder to figure out. I don't know. But overall, a great release. Seems very refined over the already good butter release, the 2021.4.18.10. This is definitely something that I enjoyed more overall. And my only real regression so far, only real bad experiences have been on the lane changes, auto lane changes. I have to be extra careful with them because they are having a tendency to have trouble with them again. And then for whatever reason, in kind of dark areas at night, either when you're going over cresting a hill, or it's anytime there's a car with headlights in the distance, seemingly. I don't know. I've went on 3 different drives down 96, cleaned windows, the different attempts. I tried different things. I changed my forward collision warning from early to normal or medium, I guess, and that didn't help. It had just as many collision warnings pop up. I'm getting lit up with messages. I'm just ignoring them. But overall, good release. Having a good time with it. I'd like the .12 or .24 so that we can get the new game or some of the new features to play with or test on. Or by all means, send me the beta. I'll stay on .4 for the beta. Hook me up, Elon. You know how to reach me. See the VIN at the end of the video, okay? Right here on the screen. I'll put it on the screen right now. Here's your VIN. See the VIN in the description? Send the beta. Yes, please. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to play whatever portions of video, some highlights. You guys enjoy the rest of what's ahead. I hope you stick around, like and subscribe. And do stick around because, again, we have some rain ahead. So I'm going to have my review on how this thing handles some more inclement weather coming up in the next few days. So do stick around, please. Subscribe. See y'all around.